Oddly, for the second in our series, The A to Z of Hutton Space, the fates would have it that we turn from last week's first acquired system, WISE 0855-0714, to the newest system to benefit from the benevolence of his eminent fluffiness. Narenses, or Narnia, as it has become more affectionately known. To say that the capture of Narnia was a drawn-out affair is somewhat of an understatement, as many months passed between Hutton's unexpected expansion into it and final overall control. I say unexpected as Hutton expanded into Narnia without precisely having intended to do so, and as any of you Narnia history buffs out there will know, this is very much in keeping with Narnia's MO. As old-timer Professor Kirk has been known to say at length to anyone he could get to buy him a megagin in the filthy truckers bar on Hutton Orbital, once a controlling faction in Narnia, always a controlling faction in Narnia. Of course, you'll get back to power in Narnia again someday, but don't go trying to use the same route to power twice. Indeed, don't try to expand into Narnia at all. It'll happen when you're not looking for it. However, when truckers did finally decide to get their collective act together, in only 3 weeks we went from third, through a landslide election against the Green Party of Samani, to a short but decisive war with the Narenses organisation to win overall control of the system. So, what did we get for our efforts? Well, opening the wardrobe door for a quick peek inside reveals a single Coriolis station, Yang Orbital. Narnian locals will know that the seat of the ruling faction was traditionally known as Cair Paravel, meaning Lesser Court, and the present station certainly lives down to the standards implied by that tradition. Inconveniently, it sits about 2,500 clicks out, but has a tricky approach past the rings of the fourth planet that will have commanders riding their throttles until final approach. For those commanders that like a bit of risk in their approaches and departures, Yang Orbital is equipped with a pair of noob hammers. Noob hammers, you say? What the blazes are those? Yes, those sticky out rotating arms that swat both unsuspecting new and veteran commanders alike. If Yang Orbital were a car, it would be the basic model, manual transmission with hand-wound windows and no floor mats to hide the highway rushing past beneath. Unless desperate, those wishing to outfit their ship should look elsewhere, as the shipyard and outfitting facilities offer only the most basic of items. And for heaven's sake, don't go on a Wednesday when they leave the outfitting apprentices unsupervised. You didn't hear that from me. With no surface bases other than a penal colony, the 250,000 Narnians who call the system home all live in Yang Orbital. The penal colony does come in handy though for detaining, locking up and throwing away the key, of those miscreants who come to Narnia talking wide-eyed and in reverent tones about finding supplies of free enchanted Turkish delight, or of getting magical Christmas presents from an old fat bloke in red pyjamas and snow boots, or any one of the other crazy lies peddled about former occupant of the system Aslan in the vicious and dangerous book The Lion, the Space Battle and the Wardrobe. Banned in some Federation systems, it's fake news, people, fake news. Give it up, people, or have a nice long stay in a small cell to ponder on the error of your ways. The economy of Narnia is based on refining, and the first planet and most of the gas giant satellites offer a good range of materials for surface prospecting. 3 gas giants have a reasonable number of res sites, but overall the system resources can be considered depleted. Narnia scores highly on the dumpometer. Narenses, where it's always winter, but never Christmas.